The Kandahar Giant you mentioned a minute ago, very well documented. Many of you may have heard the story, but it's my opinion, and I want you to expand on this, that giant was examined rather thoroughly, and his genome was examined rather thoroughly, and probably used for some evil purpose.
Absolutely. And when I say absolutely, I talked to a gentleman real quick, the short version of this, that talks about the secret laboratories in which they actually are reanimating and reactivating ancient seed, not just of the giants, but of everything, like it's Jurassic Park on steroids. And it's kind of like, if you will, the island of Dr. Moreau. Unfortunately, there's a couple hundred of them. So the Human Genome Project, I got to go back to that, they're identifying the genetic artifacts of the incursion of the fallen angels inserting themselves. That literally means they were impregnating earthly women to defile the seed, but also to have a progeny. So imagine this. The Bible teaches that when a giant died, for instance, when Goliath died, their spirit, which was hybrid, it wasn't human, it wasn't fallen angel, but it was a combination, became the demons upon the earth. We know that from the book of Enoch, and it's a pseudepigraphal work, and also the book of Giants. Gary, in all my years of research, people talk about the book of Enoch. The book of Giants goes into the most minute detail. And our early church fathers, you're a church historian, all of them believed in the incursion of fallen angels. So they can't cop out when I say those who challenge us, and they say, well, the giants were born, with the daughters of Cain, and the sons of Seth. That's an unreal argument, because everything God did on a human basis was after its kind and likeness. Everything the devil does is he hates the human level, and he does everything he can to pervert it. So the point is, there are giants that are genetically manipulated. We even have DARPA talking about super soldiers. And for the record, Charlemagne had an army of giants, as many of the European leaders did in history. And for the record, it's interesting when you talk about King Arthur, and you talk about Avalon, and you talk about everything, Merlin was a fallen angel. And it's fascinating because, again, we take everything down to our scale, and the scale that we're going to be brought into, I'll say this, is off the charts.